sun went down behind the stones, the western road was white. We watched the empty mountain line and waited for a sign. No horn had crossed the frozen pines, no banner reached the field. Only the wind against the posts and iron on our shields. Then one black wing broke through the snow, another crossed the flame. They came from roads we could not see, but every raven knew our name. The ravens returned at dusk, black against the fading sky. Where the first wing turned above us, the northern fires began to rise. The ravens returned at dusk from every road beyond our sight. We had feared the clans were silent, but the mountains burned that night. One carried thread of eastern red still caught beneath its claw. One came with ash upon its breast from fires beyond the thaw. The old seer stood beside the stones and counted 7 wings. She said, before the moon is high, you'll hear the valley sing. Then far beyond the river bend, a single war horn cried. A second answered from the ridge, and 3 more from the northern side. The ravens returned at dusk, black against the fading sky. Where the first wing turned above us, the northern fires began to rise. The ravens returned at dusk from every road beyond our sight. We had feared the clans were silent, but the mountains burned that night. By midnight shields had filled the road and torches crossed the snow. The first clan came through standing stones, the next from valleys low. No king had called them from their homes, no gold had bought their spears. They came because the beacon burned, and they remembered who stood here. First came the black shields from the west, then oak and iron from the plain. The river clans arrived in fog, the hill clans followed through the rain. We carved no promise into gold, we raised no crown above. We stood beneath the turning wings and swore the north was one. And swore the north was one. Returned at dusk, black against the morning flame. Every road had brought an answer, every shield had brought a name. The ravens returned at dusk, and the silent valley stirred. Before the enemy reached the stones, the whole north had heard. The ravens returned at dusk, over iron, fire and snow. Every clan that heard the warning found the ancient road back home. The wings returned Black wings crossed the valley before the eastern flame. They circled every standing stone as though they knew each name. Below them moved the western clan with iron dark from rain. No horn announced their coming, no rider led the way. The first wing turned above the road, the second crossed the snow, and every shield beneath the sky knew where it had to go. Black wings over the valley, black wings against the storm. They found the roads our fathers walked before the clans were born. Black wings over the valley, where the mountain shadows lay. They carried no command from kings, yet every clan obeyed. Came through the fog with salt upon their shields. The pine clans crossed the frozen ford and entered through the fields. One banner bore a broken sun, one carried antlered bone. But every spear was turned ahead and every road led home. The ravens never called our names, they never marked the way. They only crossed the northern sky and none of us could stay. Black wings over the valley, black wings against the storm. They found the roads our fathers walked before the clans were born. Black wings over the valley, where the mountain shadows lay. They carried no command from kings, yet every clan obeyed. No crown was raised above the stones, no throne stood in the snow. The dead had left us older roads, and still we knew them so. The wings passed over shield and flame, then vanished through the rain. But every man who saw them turn would walk that road again. Would walk that road again. Black wings over the valley, above the gathered line. The clans had crossed the roads of snow before the final sign. Black wings over the valley, the north beyond our sight, and where their shadow left the stones, 1,000 torches burned that night. The wings moved on, the clans remain beneath the snow, beneath the rain. The first horn came from western stone before the moon was high. A single flame rose through the snow and cut the northern sky. We watched the road beneath the ridge where no one stood before. Then 12 dark shields came through the storm, and 12 men followed more. Their banner carried neither crown nor beast of royal blood, only an oak split by the storm, still rooted in the mud. The first clan answered before the others came, they crossed the frozen western road and stood beside the flame. The first clan answered with iron, oak and bone. They said, until the north arise, you will not stand alone. You will not stand alone. Their leader wore no golden ring, no silver marked his blade. His father died beside a wall before the pact was made. He placed his shield against the stone and spoke no oath aloud. But every man behind him stood and every head was bowed. And from the pine road came a horn, from river fog another. The first clan raised its broken oak and called each stranger brother. The first clan answered before the others came. They crossed the frozen western road and stood beside the flame. The first clan answered with iron, oak and bone. They said, until the north arrives, you will not stand alone. One shield became a wall of 12, and 12 became a line. The river clan stood on their left, the hillmen took the right. No blood had bound the gathered men, no king had made them one. They stood because one clan arrived before the night was done. Before the night was done. And others heard the flame from every road beyond the stones. The northern warriors came. The first clan answered when we believed none would. And where 12 shields had faced the storm, 1,000 shields now stood. 1,000 shields now stood. The first flame rose, the first horn cried. The first clan came and stood beside. Black line of pines, a horn broke through the snow. We could not see the men who called or know which road they chose. The forest held the sound too long, then gave it back in stone. One call became a second call, and neither stood alone. No torch had crossed the frozen trees, no banner reached the plain. But through the roots and heavy dark, the northern horn came again. Horns beyond the pine line, low beneath the storm, calling every shield from sleep before the eastern dawn. Horns beyond the pine line, through through the frozen timber cried. We could not see the clans approaching, but we knew they had replied. Between the trunks and covered every track, but ravens moved above the trees and none of them turned back. Then shadows passed between the pines with shields against their sides. The forest gave the warriors forth like iron from the night. The first dark banner touched the wind, the second crossed the road, and every horn behind the trees still carried what we owed. Horns beyond the pine line, low beneath the storm, calling every shield from sleep before the eastern dawn. Horns beyond the pine line, through the frozen timber cried. We could not see the clans approaching, but we knew they had replied. Sent them through the trees, no silver bought their stride. They came because the warning flame still burned on northern stone. The forest opened one last time and shields emerged in rows. The clans who vanished into night returned beneath the snow. Shield, and every ridge had heard. Horns beyond the pine line, until the night withdrew. Before we saw the clans arrive, their ancient voices carried through. Carried through. The horn went north, the answer came. And snow, through dark and flame. The wind came down from eastern stone and struck the valley hard. It bent the flames along the road and shook the standing guards. We covered every coal with shields and fed the smallest light, for every fire beneath the snow still marked a clan that night. One flame stood where the river froze, one burned above the plain, one waded deep among the pines, and none went dark in rain. No fire died that night, though the wind crossed every stone. Each flame carried an answer, each light led a clan back home. No fire died that night, from the valley to the heights, while one northern standing, we would keep the warning bright. An old man guarded western coasts with frost across his beard. A wounded smith beside the ridge still held the flame he feared. A child brought wood through falling snow, wrapped tightly in her coat, and every hand that fed the fires kept one more road from closing. The storm could hide the mountain roads and bury every sign, but it could never take the flame we carried through the night. No fire died that night, though the wind crossed every stone. Each flame carried an answer, each light led a clan back home. No fire died that night, from the valley to the height. While one northern shield was standing, we would keep the warning bright. For those who came, some burned for those who fell. Some marked the roads through mountain snow. No living voice could tell. We did not know which clans would rise or who would reach the stone. We only knew no northern flame would face the dark alone. Would face the dark alone. No fire died that night, and the mountains answered slow. First one light, then seven more, then 100 through the snow. No fire died that night, when the final darkness broke. Every clan had found the valley by the fires that we kept. By the fires that we kept. Oh, guard the call, guard the call. Protect the flame, protect the flame, until the road remembers your name. We found the banner in the snow beneath a broken pine. Its pole was split, its cloth was torn, and its raven dark with ice. No footprints circled where it lay, no living voice remained. Only the mark of shield and knee, half covered by the rain. We raised it from the frozen earth and cleared the ice by hand. For cloth may fall beneath the storm, but not the oath it bears. Raise the banner from the snow, let the black wing face the sky. Those who carried it before us did not let the northern promise die. Raise the banner from the snow, though its edge is torn and worn. Every hand that lifts the raven keeps the ancient oath reborn. A young man tied the broken cloth with leather from his shield. An older warrior carved a peg from oak beside the field. The banner rose above the stone, still marked by ash and rain. And every clan that saw it lift remembered every name. No gold remained along its thread, no silver crossed its seam. But when the raven faced the wind, the silent valley breathed. Raise the banner from the snow, let the black wing face the sky. Those who carried it before us did not let the northern promise die. Raise the banner from the snow, though its edge is torn and worn. Every hand that lifts the raven keeps the ancient oath reborn. Some banners carry names of kings, some carry marks of gold. Ours carried smoke from burning homes and vows that were not sold. The cloth was torn, the pole was split, the raven stained with rain. But while one northern hand could rise, the banner would remain. The banner would remain. Raise the banner from the snow, let every northern road behold the raven still above the stones, the ancient promise still unbroken. Raise the banner from the snow, let it turn against the dawn. Those who fell still march beside us every time the cloth is drawn. Every time the cloth is drawn. Lift the pole, release the wing. The cloth may tear, the oath will entered the stone field before the moon went down. One came through the western pines, one crossed the frozen ground. The third descended from the ridge where black cliffs met the snow. Each road was dark before that night, each carried fire below. The first road brought the river shields, the second carried oak. The third came down with iron spears and banners dark with smoke. 3 roads to the stone field, 3 lines through ice and flame. Every road had brought a clan, every shield had brought a name. 3 roads to the stone field where the ancient ravens turned before the final horn was sounded. Every northern torch had burned. bathed in fog, with salt upon its hide. The valley road brought antlered shields and wounded men beside. The mountain clans came last of all. Their beards were white with rain. They carried stones from fallen homes and swore to build again. No road had asked another road whose blood or king it served. They met beneath the standing stones and took the ground they earned. 3 roads to the stone field, 3 lines through ice and flame. Every road had brought a clan, every shield had brought a name. 3 roads to the stone field, where the ancient ravens turned before the final horn was sounded. Every northern torch had burned. The roads disappeared beneath their feet as every line drew near. 3 separate fires became one flame, 3 horns became one sound. The stone field filled from edge to edge with iron, ash and breath. No clan remained apart that night, no road belonged to one. The rivermen stood facing east, the pine clans guarded west. The mountain shields formed through the center where the ravens came to rest. 3 roads had led them through the dark, but one road waited on the road that crossed the battlefield and carried all clans home. And carried all clans home. 3 roads to the stone field, now one line faced the dawn. Every road had brought a people, every people now stood one. 3 roads to the stone field, no crown above their names, only shields beneath the ravens, only iron beside flame. Only iron beside flame. 3 roads came, one wall stood, stone beneath, and northern blood. The scouts returned before the moon with frost across their hair. They said the eastern road was black with iron moving there. No fire burned along the ridge, no raven crossed the height, only the sound of distant shields advancing through the night. We had 1 hour to raise the wall, 1 hour to clear the road before the wolves reached the trees, before the valley closed, before the wolves reached the trees. We carried iron to the line, every shield was locked in place before the first light touched the pine. Before the wolves reached the trees, every northern horn had cried we would meet them in the open with the gathered clans beside us. From broken doors, the hunters carried rope. The wounded raised the standing stones and cleared the path of snow. The river clans took eastern ground, the pine shields guarded west. The mountain spears stood through the center where the road grew narrowest. No man asked how many came, no man asked who led. We heard the iron beyond the ridge and built the wall instead. Before the wolves reached the trees, we carried iron to the line. Every shield was locked in place before the first light touched the pine. Before the wolves reached the trees, every northern horn had cried. We would meet them in the open with the gathered clans beside us. Sky began to pale, the first dark shapes appeared. Their torches moved below the ridge, exactly as we feared. The final cart crossed through the gate, the final child was gone. We turned our shields toward the road and waited for the dawn. The wolves believed the North still slept. They thought the clans remained apart. They never saw 9 banners rise behind one wall of oak. The last horn sounded from the stones. The shield edges drew near. No road remained between the clans. No empty ground remained. No empty ground remained. Before the wolves reached the trees, 9 clans had formed the line. Every shield became a promise, every spear became a sign. Before the wolves reached the trees, the northern valleys stood awake. They came expecting scattered fires. They found a wall they could not break. A wall they could not break. The horns went low. The wolves came near across the snow. Shield stood on the left, the mountain oak stood right. The pine clans formed the center line before the eastern light. The western men brought iron rims, the coast clans carried hide. 9 banners turned above the stones, but every shield aligned. No clan stood before another, no name was raised above. 9 roads had brought them to the field, one oath would hold them there. The shield wall of 9 clans, iron joined to oak. 9 banners in the northern wind, one line beneath the smoke. The shield wall of 9 clans, no space between the shields. 9 ancient names stood side by side, and none would leave the field. Would leave the field. A riverman locked shield with one whose fathers fought his own. A mountain spear stood shoulder close beside a coastal bow. Old wounds remained beneath their mail, old names beneath their breath. But when the eastern horns replied, no feud survived the threat. The first rank lowered every shield, the second raised each spear. The final banner touched the dawn, and every man drew near. The shield wall of 9 clans, iron joined to oak. 9 banners in the northern wind, one line beneath the smoke. The shield wall of 9 clans, no space between the shields. 9 ancient names stood side by side, through the snow. Their first horn rolled against the stones, their second answered low. The shield wall did not turn or speak, no warrior broke the line. Only the sound of leather drawn and spearheads brought in time. 9 clans had buried sons apart, 9 clans had mourned alone. But all the names beneath that wall now guarded every home. No king commanded where they stood, no crown had made them one. The North itself had called their shields, and every clan had come. And every clan had come. The shield wall of 9 clans now faced the rising flame. 9 banners cast one shadow, 9 voices spoke one name. The shield wall of 9 clans, high and joined to bone. The enemy had crossed the valley, but would face the North as one. The North as one. The shield wall of 9 clans held beneath the raven sky. If one shield broke, 9 hands would raise it. If one man fell, 9 stood beside. 9 stood beside. 9 roads came, 9 banners turned, 1 shield wall stood, while the eastern torches burned. Faced the eastern road before the sun appeared. 9 banners strained against the wind, but not one warrior moved. The enemy filled the lower ground, their torches crossed the snow. Above our line the ravens turned as if they watched below. 1 circled over river shields, 1 crossed the mountain line. A 3rd flew low above the spears and vanished through the pine. Ravens above the iron line, black wings over shield and spear. They turned above the waiting wall, but no northern heart knew fear. Ravens above the iron line, while the eastern torches grew. Every wing that crossed the morning told us what we had to do. Stood beside his father for the first time in the line. The father fixed his broken strap and said, "Your shield holds mine." An older warrior closed his eyes and spoke one fallen name, then placed his shoulder against oak and faced the coming flame. No warrior watched the road alone, no shield stood by itself. 9 clans had locked their iron rims and left no space for death. Ravens above the iron line, black wings over shield and spear. They turned above the waiting wall, but no northern heart knew fear. Ravens above the iron line, while the eastern torches grew. Every wing that crossed the morning told us what we had to do. dark rain crossed through the fog, the second followed near. We heard their boots beneath the wind, then leather, wood and steel. Our spears came down as one straight line, our shields drew closer still. The ravens climbed above the smoke, and every horn went still. No song was raised before the blow, no boast passed through the wall. Only the breath of living men who knew what stood behind them. Their homes were north beyond the field, their children past the stone. The iron line would hold the road, or none would journey home. Or none would journey home. Ravens above the iron line, now the eastern horns replied. 9 clans held one northern road, with every home behind. Ravens above the iron line, black against the rising flame. When the first blow reached our shields, not one warrior left his place. Not one left his place. The wings rose high, the shields drew near. The road went dark, but none knew fear.
She found the banner near the ridge, where 3 defenders fell. Its pole was burned, its red cloth torn, its bearer could not rise. She wrapped the leather round her hand and lifted it from snow, then crossed the open eastern ground where no one dared to go.
Where no one dared to go.
The arrows moved above the field, the smoke concealed the stones.
But every warrior saw the red
and knew he stood not alone. She carried the last red banner through the iron, ash and snow.
Where the northern line was breaking,
she raised it high and would not go. She carried the last red banner where the falling shields had lain.
And every man who saw it rising
found the strength to stand again.
Found the strength to stand again. Her brother held the river road, her father guarded stone.
Both had marched beneath that banner,
neither had returned home.
She wore no mail across her chest, no sword beside her hand.
Only her father's weathered cloak,
and blood upon the cloth.
And blood upon the cloth. The enemy believed the line had failed.
They saw the banners fall.
Then through the smoke one scarlet wing
rose higher than them all. She carried the last red banner through the iron, ash and snow.
Where the northern line was breaking,
she raised it high and would not go. She carried the last red banner where the fallen shields had lain.
And every man who saw it rising
found the strength to stand again.
Oh,
frozen hands while iron struck around her. A shield was raised above her head, then two more joined its side. The broken rank closed round the red and formed a living line.
She never asked whose clan they served.
No warrior asked her name.
They only stood beneath the red
and faced the eastern flame.
Some carry weapons into war.
Some carry names of kings.
Some carry home within their hands
and all the hope it brings. She carried those who could not rise. She carried those who fell. She carried every northern home beyond the sound of bells. I will not let it fall.
It will not fall. It will not fall.
She carried the last red banner through the darkness toward the dawn.
Every shield that closed around her
turned the broken line to one. She carried the last red banner until the eastern ranks withdrew. The cloth was torn, the pole was burning, but the northern oath held true. The northern oath held true. She carried the last red banner where her father once had stood.
and when the ravens crossed above her,
every northern warrior knew.
They knew.
They knew.
They knew.
The pole may break,
The cloth may burn,
but while one hand remains,
the banner will return.
the banner will return. The banner will return.
The first blow struck the northern wall before the sun was high. Hope pressed hard against the snow and iron filled the sky. The river shields held on the left, the mountain spears held right. Then from beyond the eastern ridge a different horn replied. It did not call the enemy, it carried our old tone. A clan we thought too far away was marching toward the stones. When the eastern horn replied, every shield drew breath. A forgotten road had brought a clan through storm and ice and death. When the eastern horn replied, the raven banners turned. We had believed the road was lost, but one more northern fire burned. They entered through the eastern fog with frost upon their mail. Their leader carried half a shield split by the mountain hail. No banner flew above their heads, no horses crossed the snow. Only 30 tired warriors still marching in one row. They saw the pressure on our wall, they heard the timber strain, then locked their shields against our right without a word or name. When the eastern horn replied, every shield drew breath. A forgotten road had brought a clan through storm and ice and death. When the eastern horn replied, the raven banners turned. We had believed the road was lost, but one more northern fire burned. advanced 3 steps, then planted iron deep. The northern wall moved at their side, 1 line across the field. The enemy had heard 1 horn and thought our wall had failed. They never heard the second call that rose behind the hill. Some answers come before the flame, some only come when needed. Some roads remain beneath the snow until the oath has called them. The eastern horn had crossed the storm when every voice grew still. 1 final clan had reached the stones and joined its northern will, and joined its northern will. When the eastern horn replied, the whole iron line moved on. Every clan that heard the call now answered with its own. When the eastern horn replied, the enemy understood. The north still had another road and warriors in the wood. Warriors in the wood. 1 horn called, 1 horn returned, 1 road open, 1 more fire burned. When morning crossed the eastern stones, the horns at last grew still. Smoke moved slowly through the pines and snow returned to earth. The living walked along the wall and counted every shield. Some names were answered by a voice, some only by the field. The oldest warrior climbed the stone with frost across his face. He opened 1 weathered wooden book and called the first clan's names. The valley heard their names carried slowly through the snow. Every ridge returned the sound for every home to know. The valley heard their names not as fallen men alone. Each name became a standing stone. Each voice became a road. Ground who held the western line. He called the boy from Mountain Oak who stood there for the first time. He called the woman with the red who raised the banner high. He called the old man by the fire who kept the flame alive. No crown was placed upon their heads, no gold marked where they stood, only their names across the valley and hands against the wood. The valley heard their names carried slowly through the snow. Every ridge returned the sound for every home to know. The valley heard their names not as fallen men alone. Each name became a standing stone. Each voice became a road. across the field. The clans replied as one, for those who still stood by the wall and those whose road was done. A river shield struck mountain oak, a pine spear touched the stone. The sound rolled through the northern pass and carried every name home. We do not speak their names to mourn as though their fires were gone. We speak them so the youngest hands will know what road they walked. The valley keeps no written crown, no throne beneath the rain. It keeps the sound of those who stood whenever storms return. Return. The valley heard their names and the ravens crossed the dawn. Every ridge returned the sound long after we had gone. The valley heard their names through the timber, ice and stone. No northern name is truly lost while one voice carries on. While one voice carries on. Call the name, strike the stone. Let the valley carry it home. To bend where broken shields lay deep. The mountain clan moved from the right and closed the opening. The pine men lost their forward spear, the coast clan raised another. A stranger locked his shield with theirs and called the wounded brother. Every time one banner fell, another crossed the field. Every time one warrior stumbled, two hands raised his shield. No clan stood alone, not beneath the raven sky. When one northern line was breaking, 8 more lines stood by its side. No clan stood alone through the iron, smoke and stone. Every shield protected strangers until every stranger felt like home. No clan stood alone. Hey! The western chief gave up his horse to carry river wounded. The youngest guard from antlered pine held ground beside the oldest. A mountain woman brought the spears, the smiths repaired the shields. No clan remained behind its name when all defended one field. The old feuds waited beyond the snow, the ancient debts could wait. No bloodline mattered at the wall when iron reached the gate. No clan stood alone, not beneath the raven sky. When one northern line was breaking, 8 more lines stood by its side. No clan stood alone through the iron, smoke and stone. Every shield protected strangers until every stranger felt like home. Banners lowered, toward the road, 9 shield walls moved as one. The eastern ranks began to turn before the day was done. No single clan pursued too far, no warrior broke the line. They moved together through the field with every shield aligned. A clan is more than blood and land, more than a mark on hide. It lives whenever one hand reaches to raise another side. The ravens turned above the wall, the northern horns were blown up for the victory of one. But because none stood alone, because none stood alone, no clan stood alone. When the final horn was raised, every band across the morning, every fire shared one flame. No clan stood alone. 9 roads had brought them home. The enemy had faced 9 names, but the North had stood as one. The North had stood as one. No clan stood alone. Every shield became a vow. What the ravens saw that morning, the standing stones remember now. One northern line, 9 ancient roads, one oath in time. Was empty now, the smoke moved toward the plain. 9 banners stood above the stone, still dark with snow and rain. The fires burned more quietly, the horns no longer cried. The clans remained along the wall with mourning at their side. The enemy believed the flame had called a scattered few. They never knew the northern roads or what the ravens knew. The North was waiting beyond the timber, ice and stone. Every silent road was listening, every fire led us home. The North was waiting, though the valley seemed alone. When the ravens crossed the evening, every ancient shield had known. The river clans repaired the bridge, the pine men raised the gate. The mountain shields returned the stones the fire had cracked and stained. The woman folded crimson cloth and placed it near the flame. The oldest warrior closed his book, but did not close their names. No crown was raised above the field, no king received the praise. The victory belonged to every road that crossed the snow that day. The North was waiting beyond the timber, ice and stone. Every silent road was listening, every fire led us home. The North was waiting, though the valley seemed alone. When the ravens crossed the evening, every ancient shield had known. first clan left the field, then others followed slow. 9 roads carried 9 banners home across the quiet snow. But one black raven stayed behind above the standing stone. It watched until the final fire and final shield were gone. We do not wait because we fear, we wait because we know the mountain keeps the oldest paths beneath the deepest snow. And when another warning burns, when distant war horns call, the ravens will return at dusk and find us at the wall. And find us at the wall. The North was waiting, it had never slept or gone. Every clan that heard the warning had been listening all along. The North was waiting through the darkness before dawn. The valley did not stand abandoned. The northern oath lived on. The northern oath lived on. The ravens will return again when fire touches stone, and every road beneath the snow will lead the clans back home. Will lead the clans back home. The wings return, the warning burns, the roads remember. The North returns, the North returns, the North returns.